Downtown Phoenix is shutting down all 8 Metro light rail stops in and around the city. What will this mean for people who depend on the light rail for transportation? Did you know that 75% of people have admitted to littering in the past 5 years? $11.5 billion a year are spent on picking up litter. Help lower the percentage by throwing away your litter. The city of Phoenix has shut down many of the parking meters along First Street and Taylor Street, causing students and businessmen and women to find new places to park. College students at ASU feel like they're running out of money too quickly. The average college student is spending about $45 a week on coffee. That adds up to about $400 a semester on coffee.
If it's $4 or if it's $8, it's cheaper than a parking citation.
Parking citations in downtown Phoenix are pretty common for workers and students in the area. Many students attending ASU park in the metered lots because it's cheaper than the parking garages. Their fear is getting a citation because most meters are capped at 2 hours. Devin John, a student at ASU, explains that he only comes to the downtown campus twice a week, and that's why he parks in the meters.
It's usually a lot cheaper. But one of the cons to this side is if I'm here a little too longer, because the amount, it's max 2 hours, and if I'm here for more than 2 hours and I forget, then I get a ticket.
The city of Phoenix operates more than 2,300 parking meters in downtown Phoenix. Parking meters like this one can get pretty annoying when running back and forth between classes or even work, which can then lead to parking citations.
Downtown Phoenix has 3 different types of meters for people to pay at: single-spaced digital meters, single-spaced credit card meters, and pay stations. Adrienne, a student at ASU, parks in the $6 parking lot because she says meters are too expensive when you're parking all day.
The only problem is I'm only here 2 days a week, but I'm usually here all day. So I get here at 8 and I leave at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And so to have to, even if I find a 4-hour one, it's just not long enough. I end up paying $12 to park there for 8 hours. And so here I can pay $6 and be here all day.
In Phoenix, I'm Brandom. Arizona State University has decided to not raise the tuition for in-state students for this school year. This school year saw a 3% increase, which was the smallest jump in nearly a decade. The tuition freeze will apply to both current students and incoming fall 2014 students. Victoria Murray is an in-state junior that wishes the tuition would have gone down from last year.
Well, I mean, it's nice because I won't be paying more, but at the same time, I'm already paying a lot of money as it is, so it would have been nicer if it was like, oh, by the way, your tuition's being lowered.
Tuition and fees for undergraduate Arizona residents are $10,002 a year without scholarships and grants.
Tuition at ASU has not stayed the same in over 10 years. The president of Arizona State University has not yet decided what tuition will be for out-of-state and graduate students.
Alpha Kamara is an out-of-state student hoping ASU decides to keep out-of-state tuition the same as it was this year.
It's really expensive. I hope he decides to keep it the same as he did for the in-state people, just to kind of help those guys, help us out, because it's really expensive.
More out-of-state students might be finding themselves in the Student Services Building in hopes of getting more financial aid if ASU decides to raise the tuition for out-of-state students. More than 70% of all ASU students get some kind of financial aid services. In Phoenix, I'm Brandom. The Cruiserman Triathlon is an annual triathlon held at Tempe Town Lake. Athletes register for the event by signing in and picking up their t-shirts and numbers. Athletes head over to where they park their bikes and prepare for the first part of the event.
Typically, when you think of a triathlon, you don't think of costumes, cruisers, and water floaties. This triathlon is not like the rest. People come out to have a good time and enjoy the weather.
Costumes are a big part of the event. One group even dressed up as characters from the Nintendo game Mario Kart. Anthony Moreno, event coordinator, tells us a little bit about the event.
They swim 400 meters, I believe it is, and then they exit the water, grab their cruiser bikes, and go on a 3-mile bike ride, come back in, go on a 1-mile run.
Family and friends come to support and cheer on the competitors as they swim in Tempe Town Lake. Grabbing a towel, athletes dry off their feet and get on their bikes for the next part of the race.
I've been a runner and a triathlete for a long time now, but it's not often that you get an event like this where you actually get to have fun, and it's not about the clock, it's not about who wins and who loses, but it's about spending time with your friends.
Athletes come running to the finish line where they slide down the slip and slide and cheer for victory. In Tempe, I'm Janelle Brandom.